It is time, my friends, for G2 Esports to face MIBR for a spot in the Grand Finals and to qualify for Esports World Cup that will happen this year, my friends. Only 2 teams from VCT Americas, and I believe the 2 finalists from other VCT as well will have the chance to play in that tournament, man. It's a new one, and I'm not sure what to expect. I haven't been following how
trying to gun for their second already this year.
Is this tournament in other esports that happened last year? But that's nice, man. That's nice. A lot of money involved, bro. A lot of money involved. And this, my friends, will be a legendary game, dude.
It is the third with blasty work. Oh, even the stun connection.
Oh my god.
He's just running straight through the salvo.
What?
Shannon through spawn.
Yo. That's a good start from MIBR, bro. And this is a classic G2 force, my friends. The most dangerous thing in the world with these stingers, okay?
I mean, you want to talk about 75%, same stat of G2 winning this.
That's so risky, Cortezia. Look at these guys, man. So confident.
This thing is though do go to work. Whittling MIBR down to 3 players.
2 great things, man. Hey, man.
About to be trained.
I have been feeling that G2 has suffered a lot because of the pressure, to find themselves in the lower bracket. They had close games against 100 Thieves, very close against the G. They could have lost a man. But I still think they are the better team of all of these ones that I mentioned. And I think today, man, without pressure, they will play better. They will play like the G2 we know they are. But the MIBR, they are good, my friends. Pretty good. Last time they faced each other, it was close. And this time, the MIBR wanna take G2 down. Stats for my friends. Let's see if this will be... Oh, yo, Artisans have one already. Aye. One way or another, bro. He always come up.
Deep A long, where G2 are really giving him no opportunity to play because they're always putting Nebula here.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Aspas thinks twice about it. Snuck in the timing. The timing is right there. Like, oh my goodness, what a...
I didn't see that. And I had a wall hack, bro. What the fuck?
Deals with the first interloper, and there's more where that came from. First clone. Looks like that would have been shot. And there's Jawg finding Artisans.
Oh, look at this timing.
Aspas with the shorty.
Good train by Trent. He's low, though.
Leads it up to Trent and Leaf, and they are banged up bad.
Cortezia is wrapping on the flank right now as well, slows down just at the perfect time, so Leaf can't hit her. That was full set. Shannon on the swing, gets the first Trent.
Yeah, there's no way here for Trent, even though...
Strong wind to blow him away.
Yeah, bad day, he's top 5 best player in the world. This is impossible. 4-1. G2 money is not good, my friends. I want to see that again from Aspas, bro. What was that, man? The gold, bro, he was mad about yesterday. Second, dude. Bro, look at that. We could barely see. What kind of eye is that?
But just several rounds in, excuse me.
Man, Zaken yesterday? I'm not gonna lie, he destroyed Aspas a lot of way, bro. Not just Aspas, the entire MIBR. It was one of the best performances of all time, bro.
That was quite uncanny, actually.
When Zaken is feeling like that, bro, the guy is a beast. 3 stringers for G2. They like these weapons. Leaf is to Hazult. Cosmic Divider for Valorant. This can get dangerous. Remember, MIBR favorite thing is to lose rounds like this, so... Well, just watch and see, my friends. Just watch and see. Sorry for the spoiler, by the way.
It's just going to be a full-on A exec from G2. Here come the smokes. And it seems like MIBR will be content just playing this for the retake.
Why we're giving the side to them easily, just like that? Why? They have Cosmic Divide still guarding. Why we're doing that? Can anyone explain to me why Aspas is still on C?
For these entrenched G2 attackers comes through right about now. Steel Garden also being active now to even the odds. That's deployed by Leaf. MIBR now can't capitalize on the stun.
That got a lot of connections there. Aftershock is going to be good to force Jonah off this angle with the fault line. He's going to have to send that out and run. Still though, MIBR, look at the delay utility. By the time they get in here, they're going to have virtually no time to actually defuse this spike.
What is going on? The salvos stop MIBR from following up on that.
Bro, what I told you was going to happen. You know, like, bro, they didn't even try to win the round. This is like, they just accept it, bro. Just accept, we're gonna lose this round anyway. Let's not even try, okay? Let's lose all the weapons. The ult show. Well played, MIBR.
MIBR were really expecting G2 to try and make some kind of foray towards B. that hasn't been the case, so now they are trying to rotate some defenders over to.
Oh man, this is so well played by G2, bro. Actually, so well played. Oh, he heard that. He heard that.
So free.
Oh, look.
Nice for Cortezia. Finally
Man, he's so calm shooting, bro. So calm. He's lucky, man.
So MIBR definitely drift over that way. And that's value. It covers back C side.
He saw Trent and was like, no problem. I got that.
Now. And Jonah on a big wide flank. The time is ticking for Verno.
Okay. One man flanking.
Wanted to find a time to use that stun. It's not actually going to happen. Can Shenum back C long have impact?
Oh my god.
The timing. Professor V's on the hunt. He's on the march. He's coming from the rear guard as well.
Oh.
Little fault line. Verno nowhere to go right now. But Artisan's on the spot.
Good paranoia. Runs over, runs over.
He just doesn't have nearly enough time. Caught inside.
Shenum. Big round, my friend. Big round.
A living nightmare. And it will be a C retake for MIBR.
Okay, and a great steal garden from Leaf. Just couldn't capitalize on MIBR. They're trying to flood back in, but they're getting stuck in this nebula. They can't move. Verno caught.
Yep, still stuck there. Briefly stunned. It would seem that way. Shenum is going to trigger the shield wall here, and Trent is looking for this.
Come on, destroy that, man.
And they know Shenum's done this before.
Shenum, you have no money. It's actually...
This round, it's a little later and too late.
It's actually good for you to save.
Stop G2 on the site. Sees the gate crash come past. Jawg might take a time in
Yeah, the economy on G2 is also not great, so
Shenum is here.
punish it in here is not a bad thing.
Walking up into that one. Again, he's looking for exits here. He's all but done as G2 are going to find a crucial round number 4. Might see Jawg anyway step up, try and get the gun away from him. It's not to be. Shenum says...
Yeah, this kid, man, he is pretty good at this game.
Pretty unbelievable impact from Leaf.
I want to see Jawgemo POV there, bro.
Has really
He destroyed MIBR.
for G2 in my eyes. I mean, aside from just getting all those kills, several of which have been first blood.
What?
Out aggressive MIBR players. Both Steel Gardens he's had have connected
What?
3 or 4
That was
players.
insane, bro.
That Armageddon came in
Damn.
when G2 were making their garage pivot into C.
I love the reaction.
Board. Your Cypher has the most deaths on your team by 3. He's died 9 times already.
Yeah.
He's pushed up
That's not good.
further than typical into this A lobby, and he's caught in the salvos. That is dangerous.
But to be fair, 6 rounds from MIBR here is already pretty good.
With this Cosmic Divide up as well.
And this divide implies a potential B hit. That's why MIBR...
Stats doesn't say everything, my friends.
But here's Jawg from the top rope.
And that's the beauty of the Cosmic Divide. You can get out of the teleport on either side, and the defenders won't hear it. Double swing through is perfect.
Valen jumping through the fog. Once again, G2 with a very clean entry. These attack side rounds have looked slick. Now they have that hammer control here. Aspas dealt with Leaf, so now you're on a time.
Yeah, now they're on this.
But the threat is
Basically over 6-6, man. It's a good half for both things, I think. Considering things, it's a good recovery by G2. For MIBR getting 6 on the defender side is a nice show. Game is open, the way we like it. It will be close, man.
And with Jaws, Dimensional Drift were so cool. Let's see if MIBR can replicate that great.
Big pistol, my friends. Big pistol.
Second, or if G2 can win their.
Ah, man, low-key today, I'm just glad that both teams are already qualified for Americas. I think the region will be very well represented. They are sending their 3 best things. I would love to see El Diablo there. You guys know me, I love it, yay. But like I said yesterday, for me, G2 is the best thing.
He is in trouble, just gets around the corner barely. 3
And it would be sad not seeing them on international, man.
Let loose the hounds of hell.
They deserve it.
Trying to break out of what could be a bit of a pincer, but it's going badly. What a shot! Aspas though. Is that a different
Bro, what?
Another flawless pistol from
Man, the first pistol was like that too, no?
Pistol rounds, right? Normally there's some strategy, some tactics.
It was like that too. Let me check this shit. I think it was. I think he got 3K in the pistol. I don't know, was Artisan, no? I don't know, man.
Them getting shot very much.
Yeah, Artisan who got 3 kills on the pistol.
Oh!
But it was similar, it was similar.
Clinical. Aim trainer.
Okay, so what was that?
Just like we do it up, boys.
Rod speaks English, Spanish, and Portuguese, man.
And Valen, Mastermind IGL is downed. Little to MIBR, no, it is completely open on C. Well, who cares about the objective? Aspas at 5 health just takes 2 more kills.
The old lurking jet strikes again, and Cortezia slowly through garage claims his second on the round.
Why not? He's down to 5. The duelist being there implies more.
Hate to see a round of lurking duelist validation for the masses. hate that for my ranked games. Aspas can do it. Not you. Not you.
Try not to get too many ideas, folks. Man, talk about playing your life, though. Oh, it's so nasty. Aspas quickly.
This Blade Storm in his hands. So confident. He has 6K, and he's just got a Stinger and the Blade Storm. I respect it. Dashing into the seaside. Pressure on the IGL Valen.
He's missed Valen, though, going over towards the left, tucked in the back corner. The knives don't connect, but Cortezia does. Reliable as ever, the newcomer. Leaf now has no choice but to sit inside this, what would be deployed cyber cage. Ping's in front of him now, he knows Cortezia is approximately there, and a spray through from Jonah P as well, just triangulating the position. The Professor is on the mark.
Some massive confidence from Leaf, not giving up position in that dark cover. 4-on-4 retake, there's the stun into the salvos. Shenham in a lot of trouble, going to take some damage, has to teleport away.
Yep, MIBR now rattled in this post plant, but they're still trying to hold these anchor spots. Aspas will get first contact here, he sees them come, but Jonah finds another one. The operator of Jaw goes to work, but Artisan's already found himself two, shut down. And now it's up to Verno. Often the last alive in these scenarios because he's got that Teo util, but those salvos are speculative. They don't stop the defuse, and Trent should swing on this, but Verno might have shut this down! No time
There's
for
no
Trent!
time.
Beautifully done! Cool as a cucumber!
Maybe Verno lasts
Oh my god, Valen.
as well.
This
Oh, the perfect timing, the perfect timing.
Warning the Fallon is wrapped around. Oh, but he turns around!
It still gets the kill. What?
He, Spidey sense is clearly tinkling.
Yeah, but he missed all the shots.
Valum hits him with a...
Felt like he was ready, but he was not.
That is going to give G2 one rifle to work with. Shenham pop that from the shadows to get deep psychic control. I mean, he's pushing even forward, but he's going to be in some serious trouble.
This is what Jawgemo was doing on the attack side as well. Shenham getting into G2.
I love the channel, man. Yo, these kids surprised me so much in a good way.
Fury put them on more even footing. So a 3v3. Secondaries out. Cortezia deals with Valen comfortably enough, though. Jorg, his rifle sings. Cortezia now has control of his Vandal once more, but they're on the other side of the boxes. We're at half. They get off of
It's always these rounds, huh? Always these rounds that MIBR manages to lose, bro.
You want an awkward buy.
Stats, my friends. Shannon 18 kills, Valen looking him in 17. Artisan 16.
See this young talent now.
Not the guys you expect to see
America's stage.
on top of this cardboard, but
For you, MIBR still looking for the last couple, and Aspas runs headlong into Jonah P's board. He headbutts it.
good game, my friends. Good game.
Executed to such perfection. Again, it's just the timing on these double swings out of the smoke off that fault line, and now a triple reclear. This could be dangerous for Valen. Double swing, but it's absolutely
Well play.
dismantled by G2.
I love that by Jutsu, man.
The G2 crossfire. Trent behind him, ready to work with him. And
Trip players start pushing.
might still be remnants of MIBR. Now, I know what you're thinking.
And the money on MIBR is not good anymore,
I
man.
expect there to be the last two players going in the same site. Well, you might be right. They've got plenty of individuals to distribute again across the map.
Taking their time, our MIBR and G2 obviously have no reason to play into this. They are going to wait for the spike to get tapped. If G2
Missiles for Trent, voted for Valen.
kind of feels like they're unbeatable. I'll be honest, even though Sen beat them in the upper bracket. Like, how do you stop these guys?
Oh, Artisan.
They just make these comebacks occur out of thin air.
This is excruciating for MIBR, trying to tap,
Yeah,
trying
bro,
to plant, and all that utils leveraged at them. Aftershock here will keep them off the side for now. They give Artisan enough room to plant. Cone comes down, Artisan takes him down. Firing squad, they're
Only if they line up there battling, bro.
Artisan still has the stones to swing into that somehow, but the op brings out. Jaw cuts him down to one. Cortezia, close but no cigar. And G2
Actually got dangerous, man.
They were on a full eco.
The Thrifters, man. Put G2 back in the game, bro.
Again.
That was sharp, Valen.
This is something MIBR gotta work on for Masters, bro.
In an awkward position of having to be the
It happens too frequently, man. Every game, actually.
Fast hits. And hey, plenty where that came from for G2. They will test this. To win heaven, Leaf has time to correct. Zay Gabagool, what are you looking at? Aspas? Bam!
One enemy remaining.
Artisan at half health here, and it's just Jorg left. Good crossfire.
But it's still maybe point for MIBR, my friends.
And they've left Aspas here again, the lurking duelist play.
Oh, I think he's on the barrel.
It's a pump fake. Cortezia emerges. Valen now realizes.
Oh, look at this stinger from this guy, man.
But either these things go to work.
1v2 Jawgemo. Ult.
And he's virtually in a different postcode.
None up.
For the map, He has got to go wild.
Both of his enemies are pretty weak. If he can actually recover
that
a
TP is
rifle,
good,
should
man.
hear that TP, should know it's
Oh,
possible
smart,
that someone
Jawgemo's
is in
smart.
heaven, and
Gotta
with
clear that.
dimensional drift, will know it as a guarantee. Shenum spotted out.
He's ping for bro.
Fast and Furious 12, Brokio drift for Jawgemo.
Fake teleport.
Emerges now to see very little. Shenum is on the site. He's made sound. Shenum trying to keep himself scarce here. Stay out of line of sight. Jorg has to check his lead.
Yeah,
He
man.
tries.
NT. GG.
Looking for a bit of magic, but MIBR.
Good map, man. This was MIBR map pick. Next one will be Lotus, picked by G2.
Series hard for, but G2 kind
Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, my friends.
It felt like
See you in
G2
a
were
sec.
going to make one of their patented comebacks and have the resilience to steal away MIBR's map pick.
Here we go, my friends. Lotus time.
MIBR gets to start on attack side.
Aspas again on the new. Didn't work pretty well
That's a great way to
yesterday
start
against Sentinels, but let's see today. How about getting first blood on Valorant? That's huge.
Situation trying to escape, and now MIBR have the opportunity to get the spike down and maybe try to fight forward, get some additional space.
Almost mirror
Same story as what we
comps.
saw in Haven, right? It's Valen solo anchoring a site, getting.
I wanna see Aspas playing Euro, man. I know he has been practicing.
Of course, there's going to be a bit of a heavy mound fight coming. Artazine now knows it. Their arrival's been heralded by the flash, by the drone. Artazine has nowhere to go. He's going to stand and fight and better hope he gets out alive. Not to be. Headshot.
What?
Everybody, apparently.
What is going on with these pistols, man?
Joins a long list of players down.
This is the first G2 pistol in the series.
Seemed like we were
Alongside with Professor P. Is
Liv holding here alone, my friends, alone with Viper.
He is so nice one to take. However,
Oh, what a legend. What a legend.
Gets across the gap, no worries. Again, Valen struggles in this B position.
30
had gotten
seconds
the
left.
hit out from Leap. I love this from G2. They've stacked up 3 players on B. Enjoy. You can
Bro,
either go
time
to
is
the
low.
middle or you're going to come in.
cannot go away.
Right now.
Yeah, either one.
G2, what a
Gonna
team,
be
man.
brutal. Jonah wants to try and spray him down. It's a little awkward though. Verno punches him. Jawgemo has to try and gate.
But they're gonna get the side.
Space, but
Missiles.
Baby door. He needs to wait though for his opportunity.
10 seconds left.
Wait for Jorg to get back on the line. He dimensional drift.
Oh, he stopped the plant. Trent is a legend.
Off the flash, it's perfect.
Big round for
Drew it
G2.
up.
MIBR is broke, my friends. Actually, only 2 players are broke.
On C.
3 players on the flank, my friends.
We are going to end here. Valen happy to pull off the side entirely. Now, no big util ultimates from G2, but they've got plenty of initiated to work with.
What are they going to do now, MIBR? Do they try to fight for some space? Try and catch off G2? There are 3 players coming from Mount. Yes, they want to fight into Waterfall.
It's closing though. This is getting dangerous. Jonah can't push into Waterfall quite yet. There's Verno dealing with Leak. Jorg has to break through here. Numbers are even. MIBR's last 2 stacked up here at Waterfall, and it's a dangerous proposition for G2 to defuse. Valen steps
enemy
up.
remaining.
Big kill, man.
Sits down. It's on Aspas now. Fast lane in. Jorg gets it to half, then gets off. Another tap. This is going to keep Aspas honest. Keep him wondering.
What?
What the heck was that? Pops up. Fortunately, Valen's played whack-a-mole.
Oh my god, he got half.
Has enough time for the defuse.
Dude, that was insane. I thought Aspas had that in the end.
Possible.
That should
That was crazy
should
shot.
not have been doable.
That is
by
like-
any means of how the game is supposed to operate. That
Belief is having a great game, man.
It's like watching Arsenal on a zipline. Try and shoot. The same
it
thing.
really is.
One enemy.
Oh my god.
Again, players like Aspas make their own rules.
Go Zera.
That was
Oh, he saw it, man.
Hey, they're doing
7-1 is coming?
Push it.
3.
Oh, jaw.
Of course it is, my friends. Of course it
Big
is.
investment here for G2. It's got to happen.
You know why? Because today is just like any other day. Like this mid set.
We're getting smoked off.
Who knows? Who knows?
He's able to get out. Trent. Shenum through the wall. Trent set to stand up, but always G2 stacked up in 2s and 3s.
Verno and Arts in the last 2 remaining. Swung on by Jonah, but he is denied.
Aye, aye, aye.
Down to the 2 versus 2.
Yeah, yeah.
2v1.
Crispy with it.
Okay, wait. Artazine.
It's Leaf.
It's in your hands
One
to break the
player you
curse.
do not want to have to clutch
You against Leaf in nature.
against his up-and-comer, cerebral IGL in Artazine.
Destroy the laws of the universe, man. Win this shit.
Of angles that Artson has to be concerned about at the
You got this, man. You got this.
from anywhere.
You got this, my friend. You got this. Make your daddy proud, bro. Not gonna lie, when I saw his daddy
MIBR getting much
speaking
needed second
and he's
round
singing
on the
about
board.
his family and things, bro.
G2 committing a lot to that.
I was not crying. I was not crying, I
This was
promise.
the round. I thought it would be the one out of the timeout, but the one after, where Cortezia went for the from the shadows teleport behind enemy team, he immediately
That was a
goes
very
down
beautiful,
off
man.
that play. It was
Check it out on YouTube.
Red
Someone
by
posted the
G2.
clips. Translated, I think.
win the fight over towards Mound. And Artsin brings them a
Stats for you, my friends. Hope this is a fast round.
One Haven, and he's going off for the
Vern has Armageddon 4, Ult for G2.
Depth of talent on MIBR on display. They have a roster full of players who have the potential to be the star on any given day.
But I think they'd like him all to be firing at the same time. That's not happening.
Okay.
Okay, Lee takes his chances there. Aspas able to bring him down, and any chance of reprisal cut off. G2 throw an Armageddon.
They know there are two players on V already.
Verno has his build up in this round.
Good paranoia, man.
Okay, it's messy, very messy.
1v3.
Last one standing with the Odin, no armor to speak.
Big round for MIBR, man. Big round. G2 is now broke.
The team stack up towards A, if possible.
He's actually getting info first, so he doesn't want to use it unnecessarily. Big fight though for Rubble. We like to see these. Here comes a rolling thunder though. Catches Cortez around. Aspas
Okay.
holds his own. Jonah isn't able to capitalize at all. Trent tucks out, takes a fight, and Aspas on the move.
Oh, that's so nice.
Careening into the door.
What Aspas, bro?
Getting up here for Trent now. Jawgemo.
His name is unlucky.
Might even be able to combo that Armageddon with some of this information.
Okay, the flank.
If they really want to risk it.
Yep, he's
Oh, hitter. Hi, lift.
Looking at this flank opportunity now, he can double up. Verno dropped down. Here's that Armageddon. Played off perfectly by
What a player you are, my friend. What a player you are, Leif.
This kind of round.
Because Leaf was on that flank and they were totally unaware, but it all works out according to plan. But you have to give credit to Trent.
Ah, bro, that's insane, man. That's actually insane.
One enemy remaining.
Inhuman reaction, my friend.
No more involved. Dropping in these early rounds, and again, you want that Neon sometimes.
Yeah, you need to take a shot, bro.
Balls up everywhere, it can be messy.
Again, this is MIBR, all 5 players fighting towards A early.
Last round of the half, he's going to go for it. Cortez here. From the shadows, gets him in position now. Relay bolts there, Aspas burns Valin down. And they might want to keep pushing on this. They check the corner.
Lift pushing C again, man. Doesn't stop. It's double gaming, bro, on the flank.
Too slow, and the Viper's pick won't get value this round.
Oh my god.
Trent though again.
Good stun.
Lines him up.
Burn is dead.
Catches on the Verno, but he too is stunned. Down to 7. And Verno will finish the job. That buys enough time though for Leaf to get in position at least. But there's an attack side. Viper's pit on 8.
Well, 7-5 is a good recovery from MIBR, but still pretty good help for G2.
Get into tree if he wants, or just fight close. Art's in with the shorty right there, but he's caught.
Even now in numbers, Leaf ready for it. Shorty to hand himself. He dives into the pit. It's a hit.
And TNT 7-5, my friends. Close half again.
Half with 5 rounds.
And they close that map out. So far on Lotus, it's G2 who are up 1-0 as far as pistols go. So let's see if MIBR can even that up here with a trap play set up on B.
Okay, they do have a bit of a crossfire here, and there it is before the fault lines come through. They come from everywhere, by the way. It's just too good. Oh,
They do, man.
another beautifully executed MIBR pistol round.
Man, what a beautiful duo is Aspas and Verno, dude. Oh my god.
That fault line, Verno could be in trouble. They're closing.
Big trouble.
Right now, he wants to back up. He's going to have to try and stun himself.
Oh my god, they
Get him on the
cover.
swing to protect him, however.
Had the right weapon for it too. Snakebite doesn't really hit. And G2 trying to save that util to stop MIBR's presumed flood. So they get in the side for free, almost.
After this flash, that'll be the last piece of util they have left. Salvos as well. Now it's just going to come down to the gunplay. Can MIBR trade out for each other?
I mean, Aspas doesn't give you a free vandal there.
White knuckle grip on these guns for G2. These thingers, I've got to sing.
Okay.
Trento's able to get into the game.
They're so low, man.
But look how low they are. A bit away with spray and he'd have it. Classic out. Aspas through the corner of the base.
Damn, bro, what a chaotic round.
An even game. See as well, they'll fight for Mound. They'll do it round after round, but they're going to be set up for it again this time. And here's Aspas meets Valin head to head. Still a bit of an awkward one for G2 weaponry-wise. Sheriff's for them. Singing out well enough as Aspas got caught by an aftershock in the end.
Despite having these bad weapons, the fact that they pick up 2 players from MIBR is a testament to how explosive this G2 entry is into Rubble. It is fantastic stuff. Leaf has inserted himself now into the location of the map where the defenders spawn. So we'll see if he can find the timing to just backstab someone, get a rifle, and hey, maybe there's a chance for G2 yet.
G2 have been spending more than teams tend to do after losing that pistol. This is why they've yet to get rifles in their hand. Well, Sheriff does just as well. Shenum there plucked out of that position, and that opens the door now for Jonah to come right on through and get that spike in.
And instead of going for the gun, Leaf is going to opt to try and get into another unexpected position to just get a free backstab kill. Or at that, I mean, hell, Jonah could leave this site if he really wants to.
And he might.
Yeah, that's going to be the decision.
And again, he's happy. He says, I've drawn out a lot of this initiator util. Of course, it's only Taeho and Breach that are left, so I've got to be wary of that. He got a bit for free. Oh, buddy! Tucked in the corner. This guy has been magic today. Verno with a special
Why
delivery.
did you force us in the second round if they can always win with sheriffs in equals, man? This is the counter for MIBR. Don't need your force against them.
Now,
Standing.
has
Wait,
to
wait,
execute
1v1.
himself. Rifle in hand for Jonah. Armor. He's in a
Here's
decent
him.
spot.
He knows where Verno's coming from.
Does he check?
Perfect spot too. Biding his time. Patient killer, but the barrel will be
He didn't fully check. He didn't fully check. Why would he, right? Who stays there, bro?
Sheriff round for G2. A ridiculous one to win, but hey.
Oh
that's just
my
what they do.
god.
Leaf was everywhere.
didn't believe,
on the map.
bro.
They could not locate him on his flank efforts, and he just gets away with 2 free kills
Enemy.
in that 2 versus 3.
One enemy.
He played that situation so well. He's at 22 and 11 right now on the Viper.
These kids are getting cooked. That was insane, bro. Actually,
Door, getting a lot of info towards Waterfall. What does the C setup look like for MIBR?
Okay,
they get into the site.
No way! Oh, the clone! Aspas not ready for that at all. Smacked down. Jawgemo now needs to respect this aftershock. And
These thingers, man.
Relatively safe place. Here's now the rolling thunder. It's wave of UT.
Okay, got one.
Corners at least deals with Leaf.
Trey, I'm again for Verno.
Holds his ground.
How does
G2 are out of there.
Okay, Jawgemo playing alone, got punished. No money for G2, man. If they lose this round, we're gonna win the next.
Forward. That's why the Rolling Thunder was sent out, and he still goes 1-for-1 while stunned, and then Artzin instantaneous follow-up. Beautiful trade from him. He is...
Artzin still has 2 flashes to work with.
This might be the best game we've seen from Artzin since the first game, actually, of this stage, where he dropped some unreal numbers on the breach.
Yeah, that was impressive, man.
Without a
Well, he
judge.
has been performing very solid every game.
Real nice.
Amazing player.
That Cortesia kill might have been the pivotal one.
New IGL, man.
Again, the money's just teetering here, but G2 is
Impressive.
not in a good
Really
place at all.
impressive.
Trent out of util entirely.
Best IGL from Brazil
Watson, there's
ever, bro.
It had to be a solo mission. Trent will try and drag
bat is low, I know,
himself
but
as
still.
he can. 1 versus 3. It's dicey. Already Artisan's down. He'll fold back. Trent, can he? So hard to catch, but Verno will sink his teeth in. Once more, we're tied up. This might be the timing. Sidestep there. Here comes an armor.
Gotta go, they gotta go.
Eventually, you've got to get moving, but Jorg knows he has some time.
Oh, your Cortesia should have picked there, no?
Now heading into tree. G2
That was weird.
with confidence. Tony Artisan, and he wants to get forward. He wants to get ahead of this.
They made that trap play look like a joke. Valen just walks forward with Jaw, and they
Yeah,
dismantle
but
the defender.
that was kind of weird by MIBR.
The Armageddon. That looked like it required less than no effort to deal with.
And where's the trade opportunity? There just is none. G2 just walk up to MIBR, take 2 kills, walk away scot-free. Shannon again.
Shannon
in a
needs
really
to
important
get
position.
2 kills here,
Last round
man.
was the
Minimum.
opener. Now it's a second wave.
Okay,
Extra
okay.
rolling.
Attackers
They do.
spawn.
But eventually Trent can shut him down. It still puts G2 at a player advantage. And now MIBR have to come together. Once more, though, it's both their initiators flashed with util.
Yeah, MIBR, good luck now.
For G2 to win and
Mine isn't great
advantage
on
out of
Artisan and
the
Cortesia.
use ultimates to get this over the finish line. So there's that Viper's pit, and just in case, Trent is still sitting on the Armageddon.
Artisan's been a bit slow on this, maybe checking his back line.
Okay.
Armageddon comes on through. Verno knows he's got to step forward, and he finds himself.
And he forced the Armageddon there, which is pretty good. They used the P2.
And Artisan with 1 flashpoint, 70 points of health, and 2 players to bowl over now, has to step up to the plate. Nothing to see, Decay down to 1, time working against him. He'll spray, he'll speculate, he'll hope! The hope
10 to 10, my friends. The stats, my friends.
From MIB.
Aspas 20 kills, man. Leaf 22.
For B and C.
What a game, man. What a game.
Aspas wants to be forward.
What a finals, right?
We're ready.
Two incredible
They
things.
played the slow default, expecting the push up, and there's more where that came from, apparently.
Here.
Jawgemo gets behind. He sees that last player at Mound and Artisan. Oh, buddy.
Maybe point 42, and man, look at MIBR's money. They are broke.
Money's in shambles.
Verno
They take a
is gonna
huge
save
risk.
this, man.
A gambit off Aspas that doesn't pay off.
GG or OT, my friends.
Unlikely he gets there in time. Trent opens with a drone. Here's a lot of util to flush the pit out.
Oh my god, oh my god.
The rolling thunder now. Genum got to be forced back. Now,
Big kill by Jawgemo.
Jaw's able to run him over. That pit will dissipate now as the defenders try and get set up here in Waterfall. But Leaf, he's already so far forward. Jaw on the site itself. Just lazily steps out of the way of the incoming util.
Trent is about to have the Armageddon when he gets the spike down too.
What?
Players up though for G2. Spray for Cortesia. Finally gets in the game.
What just happened, bro?
They have to re-clear everything. They have no control now. The dark cover just expired. They're just going to have to pure contact that on the opposite side of the map.
Okay, here comes that aforementioned clear. Too clean.
Remaining.
Yeah. The GOAT, my friends, the GOAT.
Valen disoriented surround.
Talk about his deal now, Mundi. Talk about his deal now, bro. He's having a pretty good game, man. Pretty good game.
Just try to work both
But it's
sides.
Aspas, my friends. It's Aspas. We expect great things for you. These red lights. Oh my god, bro. They need to change this, man. They need to change this. We all got PTSDs with MEA already, man.
After such an uncharacteristic underperformance against Sentinels.
Oh, these songs, man. Yesterday? No. Yeah, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I got a copyright from EMEA, bro. Because of this music that plays during the replays.
Sick 2K.
Cannot monetize the video, bro. That's sad.
It seems very lightly held for G2. They want the retake.
Bruno versus Lee on the flank, just going to.
Okay, spike planted, 5v4. Oh my god, it's in 6 HP. They're in trouble.
Spam, and he does go down to Trent.
Only a miracle offer might be out here in this
Up
round.
to 3. But if Aspas is live, anything is possible. Here's Leaf on the other side of the door. Verno, oh, Buddy on the move as well. Cortesio finds one, and here we go once more. MIBR disadvantaged, but in a position to punish a defuse attempt. Oh, there it is, the slide is...
Look at this movement.
And Aspas has arrived once
Oh,
more.
I think the player.
It goes low from that one, walks into a crossfire.
What is that? Aspas! Gira, corre, Aspas!
Has to salvage the rep.
Aspas!
Crisp. Daddy's home.
The GOAT, my friends. This guy is overrated, bro. Not that good in the game. Imagine, bro. If he's not that good, no one is, bro. No one is.
4K. Uses everything he's got in his arsenal. Rifle, shorty.
You're out shit, bro. You're out shit.
Overdrive.
Away with elbow.
Aspas is bad.
Sharp work.
Better.
Flick of the wrist and it's job done.
What is that,
Oh
bro?
man, that gives me chills.
My GOAT. It must be good, Vernon. It must be good to have a guy like that in your team, bro. It must be good.
Stunned at what
Just a
happened.
champions
That was
MVP.
5 versus 3 advantage for G2.
28 kills for Aspas, 23 for Leaf. Jawgemo sitting with 20. Amazing game, epic gaming, my friends. The way we love it. But this plate is also a good map for G2, man. It's not a bad map.
Crossfires to hold. Relay ball thrown out, and man, the correction is stunning. He'll slide forward. Completely unhinged, but Artazine, the safe pair of hands there, will at least trade.
Okay, buying time.
I don't think he could see a thing. He just knows he is locked in. Verno is controlling all of Leaf in these situations had been so aggressive, but he's been getting shut down this time. Is Verno the one getting too aggro? Yes, he is.
Punish Verno. That was a big kill, man. Big kill.
And now 2 rounds
Maybe the kill of the round.
in a row. It's G2 with a man advantage heading into the post plant. They have to get this done. They have to convert here.
And this time, MIBR.
This is the 2 kids, man. Artazine and Shannon.
So Shannon and Artazine have got to bring the heat.
Those guys are looking like number 2
Heat is on fire, bro.
The team, though,
Fire guy.
real. That is still a potent duo to go up against, no matter what your advantages are.
Crucially, Fault Line obviously off cooldown, and Artazine has both those flashes because he wasn't involved heavily in that first fight. Not in a position to really use that util anyway.
Artazine just has to use his fault line to try to get back into B main safely because he needs to go through the door.
Okay, Jenham's Dobe is creeping up on this line. All of G2 grouped here in Baby Door, and no one's looking to wrap around. Snakebite here could be pretty rough as well. Artazine doesn't know if there's anyone upper. Paranoia comes.
We go again, my friends. We go again.
And it's Shenham. 1 versus 3. Leap to step up first. The spacing's got to be perfect here for G2, but they've got the numbers, and Shenham doesn't feel confident for a defuse. That's 1 down, but there's more where that came from. That's 2. And still no time to work with. Valin knows.
But clean shots, man. Clean shots.
G2 somehow survived the round.
That just ends up being a
Bro, the kid is too good.
Cheat only. G2 playing to their advantage of time and numbers to close that out in textbook fashion. OT continues that unbelievable round from Aspas going up in smoke.
Yeah, just a memory now. Just one for the highlight reel. We have reset things. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but Aspas...
That's a nice jersey, my friends. Nice jersey. And then mousepad. Ah, yeah. I think it's the GOAT.
Last year, 47.
We go again, my friends. We go again. It would be good for the series if the G2 wins here.
Oh my god, he's still going!
Oh my goodness!
Imagine if he gets that one too.
Only so far the insanity can go, apparently, but it's still a player.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, for a Patman.
Down.
Player advantage dissipates very quickly.
Damn.
And the characteristic
30 kills, Aspas.
mound.
Yo, remember that time that he broke the VCT record on this map?
Mistakes, perhaps
I want a game like that, bro.
No counter smoke out the one way.
Was how many kills? 48?
That's the A side, which
I don't remember, actually.
By comparison, it's just
48 is too much, you know?
Gets the stun onto Trent.
Remember it was a long OT.
Very irrelevant. He is going to be under a lot of pressure and knows he just needs to get out of here.
Neon Upper sees those salvos come in. Leap will surely follow them up, and Verno on the move. Oh, buddy!
Oh, he heard that, no?
Rips them apart. Cortesia does drop Spike. Out there on the A side, though, loose as Verno gets it dropped. And now Artisan's here to back him up. Valon is tucked. Now it's a waiting game as MIBR want to flood back in. It hurts them.
You have 4 pot. This is over.
It has to be 4. The Spike's headed away.
Bro, again.
Verno
It might be out with an advantage and suddenly Alpha
to
pot.
save the map.
The whole team showed up to support.
You have
Verno,
missiles
but
in front?
They just did too much. They already had
Stuns
the
still
advantage.
available?
Forced G2 to make the move. They wanted to end that round.
Varn, one away
in
from
that
Armageddon.
moment, but it's left Verno, who was the hero at the beginning of this, finding that 2K.
It was a 5v3, man.
In a nearly impossible situation against Trent, who has missiles and the Armageddon at his disposal.
Yeah, that, bro, you're waiting too long, bro. Waiting too long.
Surely that is too much. Verno here. Once again has to go looking. Gives it a tap and the Armageddon is expected. Verno lingers hoping someone plays.
Now do with the missiles. Precise gonna play, bro.
There's no way that's happening.
This is Valorant. Shooting matters. Shooting matters.
Foregone conclusion. A deterministic round and WAP
See?
map win here for G2.
Ah, what a beautiful game. What a beautiful game. GG!
Take their map.
Trent coming up so huge.
Delete Tejo. Good job, you're right. Next match is coming. Enjoy while you can, guys.
MIBR were in prime position to keep that OT going, but they overplayed the situation, and the Tejo from G2, the necessary meta components.
Here we go!
Tejo, Aspas
Oh,
is
you.
so quick.
We saw that against Sentinels too. He also got the first blood.
Reposition, he's gunned down instantly.
Aspas though has to linger, caught inside some of that util. Now the activity comes from B main. Jorg wanted the long range fight, but Aspas on the ghost a little too
Good trade.
crispy with it. G2 down to 2, both though are in the vicinity.
Goes for the jump.
I think this is a better map for MIBR.
Easy kill, Jonah pressured by the drone, forced back as the spike is going down. Verno with the trade again.
Jonah P, the most underrated player of all time, man. 1v2.
They'll eventually be able to get the spike down properly, and Jonah will play off a flash and a recharged fault line to come in for a retake clutch.
All right, yo, Shannon posted up in hell. Verno would love to draw the attention to him, and he does just that. Now, this is all of MIBR gathered up outside of A. You can see that Artzin has the lineup ready for the standard fault line here into heaven for Aspas to play off of. Doesn't connect onto anyone, but
He used the knife there, bro.
Okay, Aspas should be able to get to Rafter here. Should he choose? No, it's going to be backside instead. Followed up by some of those more common defender sides cleared out by the Salvos.
Okay. 5v5 retake.
we're into a full 5-on-5 retake situation now. No ultimates on the board just yet.
Leaf, man. I was flanking, bro.
Forward in this dark cover. He's about to be revealed, and Aspas wants to help from the other side, but he's flashed up, exposed.
Knives out, but this is getting a little awkward even for
Oh my
Aspas.
god, they're not watching the flank. They're not watching the flank.
The position. Verno knows now that
Doesn't matter, actually.
G2 starting at aggressive.
Yo, MIBR got destroyed, man. Actually destroyed here.
It is, but at least got an off angle. And Artisan Cow is alone.
Well played by G2, man. Clean retake.
And there goes the money of MIBR. Things get a little more uncomfortable now.
Is going to give the game away. The breach is over on A ramp. G2 are pushing behind them already.
Jonah has bought about 7 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the position of the G2 players in sewer. They're getting close. And there's a teleport into site.
Okay, side's empty. Oh, look at the flank. Look at the flank.
Decent timing though. MIBR, I think they're trying to set up in rafters, but here comes Jaw.
So one or two.
The loose end now down. All of MIBR trying to group up here in heaven and the site respectively. In
Okay, okay.
the boil. Aspas gets
Wait,
the
this
better of it.
Armageddon is so good. It's forcing all of
Actually,
G2
it's not.
out, but Jaw's collecting the kills backside.
Jaw, I mean, G2 will fight in the sun or inside. Doesn't seem to bother them. Aspas and Kutesi here now have to go for it. Aspas, just a wayward bullet would take them in.
Oh, he heard the guy.
Up the Trent.
Good
All of a
dash.
sudden, this has fallen apart. Aspas knows approximately Trent is heaven side. 7 bullets left. 7 kills for Aspas in the game. What a point of the time.
Oh, the extra step.
Bro, yo, this is the magnetic keyboard, bro. Okay, this keyboard is good. Fluctuation is good. Fluctuation is good. Everything is good. And Aspas is the gold, bro. Should do that against Trent.
Aspas is on fire today.
It's only the gold, man. It's only the gold.
Eventually, just needed
You
one
see how
bullet to
fast
connect
it
on
was,
Jaw
bro?
while he was
That was
sticking
insane, man. It looks simple. It looks like an easy thing to do. But, bro,
Sick move.
that was beautiful. Actually beautiful.
Knock, knock.
G2 still have enough cash to buy, though everything is going to be on the line for them here.
And it was a big run for MIBR too, man.
They were conditioned to expect
Now
that
if
last
G2
round.
loses here,
Happening here.
3 players will be full broke, man.
Aspas gets that high ground. Boing, boing. I like this though, getting active on the A side, G2. Shenum gives it up. No insert left here for G2, but they're happy enough.
Because all of that pressure came there, MIBR, they are ready to take space elsewhere on the map. And they've worked up mid, they've worked into Maya. Leaf has been a nuisance on this exact off angle.
Yeah, this is a good angle,
He's hoping
but
to get that
he has been seen here already
fall down, reposition.
in previous rounds.
Standard aftershock there, Trent already off that line. Armageddon coming through, MIBR got to quick about it, Lee just
He
picks
get
them off.
he getting 2 kills and the wood, that is insane, man. Actually insane.
Trent forced back by the sun temporarily, but only
5v3.
on the
He
clock.
can get the
rest of
spike.
G2 are running over to this B side. Just didn't.
Yeah, man, Leaf won the round for them.
Pick the spike up.
The crossbow fault line is nasty work. Set up by Jonah.
Verno, you gotta save this, buddy. No money.
6 seconds of wait time after Shenum had absorbed that aggression.
That's insane,
it
man.
allowed for Trent to
Lift
close
things,
his
bro. Lift
positions
things.
to occur. And by the time they actually went in, they were forced in.
So we have to wait, I guess, a couple of rounds until we see what Frog was really calling for. If they try and run it again. Aspas goes for a fight. Those stingers are plenty now for MIBR. Really.
Can they win a round like this too?
Jonah's caught close right now.
We're in
Yes,
turn for
he has
Artisan.
wall to talk into, but it's going to go down. They're
Yeah, you
short
guys gotta
of clear
fire
this.
here or check, man. Like,
Oh, out of nowhere.
I didn't realize the guy had a oh my god. MIBR is gonna win
Getting
this?
amongst it.
He's gotten into the back lines, and Artisan cleans up the last leaf on the flex shot.
They did won a 52, babe. They won a 52.
MIBR.
Would imagine that, huh?
As if it was 4 stingers brought in to start the round. End up picking the right side there.
Say hello to that.
Yeah, they picked the right side, and finally someone from G2 to MIBR's liking has actually moved up on ramp early. They
It's
were
Nina,
able
my
to
princess.
that fault line to get caught. Aspas finds the initial kill and then just sprints into the back line.
It's like you come home at 3 a.m. and Aspas just turns the light on as he's sitting in the armchair. I've been waiting for you. Set up in their spawn.
Oh my god, instant fight now from G2 in main. All of the players stacked up with that util.
Again, it's been so nice. The combo of Trent's util is there.
Oh, Verno.
The defenders have overstayed their welcome. Burner's able to cut them down to size and even up the odds.
Oh my god, 22.
Angle Artisan slaps him down instantly.
He just didn't expect them to be in the site that rapidly. Valorant,
Okay.
Verno hungry for more, knows he got the take and wishes he bought a Vandal.
Ballin low HP,
Down
but
into
has
the 2
paranoia.
versus 2.
Leaf out in the flank. Gone
MIBR trying to
2.0.
play off this together. 2 flashes as
Meter.
well. In hand for Artisan.
Actually, just
He's
left.
finally arrived on the scene. The cavalry's here. He's very healthy. But he's got to put it together with Valorant, who's still snaking his way into
Oh, no.
screens. Well, not
How is
healthy
that for
anymore.
G2, man?
Wants to try and take this fight without backup, by the way. Valorant is not there until now.
So much damage done to leave both G2 players weak.
Time is ticking. Valorant slammed, and now G2 have only Leaf to account for.
Oh, and he just barely gets into the range of the
time.
stun.
No time at all. Leaf at 11, Artisan artfully dodging the corner.
There's one bullet.
Staring at him.
Just trolling the guy. Shorty puts it to bed, and that's 2 in a row for MIBR.
These hits on A are starting to look real nice, but I love the response early from G2. You said it, they overstayed their welcome. They find 2.
Man, was a 5v3, bro. Was a 5v3.
And as soon as that wall drops, wide swing from Verno. 100%. This is a full buy for G2 Aspas.
Oh, he got blind. What?
Oh my
Check
God,
PC, bro. Check PC. Lift is down too.
Literally shooting in the dark.
Oh my God. Yo, you guys remember that knife kill that Aspas got versus EA, man? I think it was
Here we go.
Masters or Champs, maybe? I think it was Champs, man. Maybe even in the Grand Finals on Ascent. That he was blind? He just throws one knife and gets the kill, bro. That shit was incredible.
Yep. We've given him all he needs to know. In comes Verno.
Man, it's so good to see my boy back on prime form, my friends. Prime form. I'm not even clickbaiting. Nothing, bro. He's back, bro. He's back.
Even less so with one.
Legend. Jonah. Gotta save this. Yeah, but yeah, he misplayed that round. Yeah, man. We all do mistakes. No one is perfect, bro.
Well, it looked like he was going through the motions, but Jonas
Okay.
crispy with it.
That doesn't matter actually too much for MIBR. That one is okay.
Put that away.
But if Jonah dies here, then he has no idea. No idea. 6 for D2 is broke. Yeah, I need to see this, man. I need to see this go. He got so lucky, bro. So lucky.
So silly. It's so ridiculous. And then there were follow-up missiles that came through from Verno. Find the kill onto Leaf. Miserable to start down.
I've seen that before, bro. Yo.
As has been the case.
Yo.
There it is. Leaf returning to that.
Didn't check Valorant there.
Giving it out because of the util. Aspas not ready for it this time.
He wasn't ready for Valorant too. Bro, this could be worse for MIBR actually.
Cortesia sees enough. And
Then losing one player?
Yeah, that's making it seem like there's going to be a hit towards
He actually got lucky.
All of MIBR gathered up running through B main.
Artisan, one away from the golden tender after the plant.
Final round, Valen repositioning in mail. Looks like he's going to be able to catch Shannon the sprays.
Clean kill.
Still 3 up now for MIBR. Have to find a big turnaround here. As that Armageddon comes in, Jawgemo dances amongst the napalm. Verno got picked up by it in the end though, and here's Fred doubling down. It's on Artisan.
Poor guy, bro. Poor guy. And no chance, man. No chance.
Jawgemo with the credit.
30 seconds, only Artisan here, bro.
How's the trigger discipline looking? He's about to get a lot of options. Jawgemo's able to switch around, very quickly dispatch him. And Lee's got a good spot to play off of now. Pick the boxes left, go down to 30 and back away. He's done his job. This will confer heaven over to MIBR to make use of it. I think Verno wants to try and...
Yeah, the round's over already. Big pistol for G2, man. They need that.
Re-hit from Leaf.
There's no way he clears this, bro. No way.
There's no way he's clearing this.
It looks like he wants to, man. It looks like he does. Oh, but the right click.
He deserved that kill, man.
Knows.
That should end the round.
Yeah, the round is over a long time ago.
Cortesia's basically sat and spawned still with no real options and no definitive way into the round. G2, crucial. Absolutely crucial pistol round after a little bit of an anemic first half.
Routed him from Mail. G2 are happy to just contact slow walk and take the space on the map, set up for a B split.
The pace difference is so massive between these two in terms of how they hit B through heaven. Aspas would have been there 10 seconds ago already, diving in on that jet. G2 patiently scaling in, and there's Trent.
Yeah, and then trying to decide.
Valorant's a fun game, bro.
Put it to work.
A fun game. One guy had no chance. This show they gotta save. Big run for G2.
Doesn't have any impact than Aspas. There's no way he could be asked.
Which doesn't even feel particularly relevant. Look at the G2 cash.
Little TP on out there.
Okay. Maybe it's time for MIBR to win another round like this.
With the salvo. Oh, that's an ugly one. Still, it's fairly lowly armed and armored MIBR squad. Dimensional drift.
Oh my God, Verno!
You into the side scot-free.
It is happening again.
He's the only one in the side fighting. Everyone else was caught off by that snake bite. They were just relegated to standing in main, watching their teammate lose a 1v1.
2 players on the flank.
Jaw
listening.
has been able to get into screens at least off that dimensional drift.
Yeah, literally they need to go for kills. MIBR knows that. Expecting.
Try and fight for this. Oh,
Well play. And my friends, this can be a flawless
It is
50.
to pieces.
Don't let the look,
They lose those, they win those. That's life, my friends. That's life.
Not only do they win the eco, they recover 5 rifles.
3
from it.
weapons. Christmas. But G2, they still have money.
Fortunately,
Can
for
still
their economy was
buy
out
next
of
round
position.
if they lose here.
In a tighter situation.
Not the end of the road for them. Vernal, Armageddon.
All of a sudden, but it's just.
But man, look at the economy for MIBR now, man. Looking good, bro. Looking good.
Valorant is just the first death again.
That was a huge
We're
round,
minute 30
dude.
into the round, these guys have to execute with no smokes.
I mean, that's Jaw. He'll always take that fight. He just runs in you. Cortez here. No chance to see a barrel shown there. Artazine deals with Jaw. And that B presence now essentially nullified. Trent is
Okay, lift guy A.
about stepping out onto the
Yo, Vernal
That is a
has no
situation where you're
idea.
in B
He has
side.
no idea.
Okay, well, they could be facing me from spawn. They could be
Oh
facing
my
me from
god.
heaven.
Wait.
We can't close any of these views off. We have no smokes.
What?
That was a window for them to try to get in. The second opportunity is Leaf. He's worked his way
Oh my god.
into the MIBR backline. Could he find an opportunity to get a kill? Maybe even a multi-kill.
This is about as in the cookie jar as is.
And this is crazy by Liv.
MIBR just really respect that A side of the map. Their information over there is
And
no
they are we
longer
clearing
current.
mid, bro.
Little split.
1 and B.
Left.
Vernal.
30 in the round. Eventually, they're going to happen.
Going
on the right
A.
guess. But G2 don't quite know the status of the A side itself, if there's an anchoring presence or not.
Oh, smart
About to find
Artazine.
out.
Man, it's crazy that no one died, bro. Oh my god. How is this even possible? Look where Shannon is.
Verno also has a bit of a rewrap of his own.
Run, bro, run.
The time to wait for Shenum.
That man is.
And if I run this long, by the time I get there, I can't do anything, bro. I would be dead.
Elbow. Armageddon is going to cause a lot of delay for MIBR to try to get back in. The G2, they are investing into winning this 3 versus 4.
Cortez here at full speed, gets out of the worst of the Armageddon, still alive to be a factor in this retake now. Trent down, Leaf has the tight little angle, but Artazine's able to trade it out.
All we think. Chona P, the most underwear player.
Sticking Cerebro on his noggin is able to see through the wall and no Artazine is waiting. Now it's a 1v2.
But why no one was holding that?
Time is short, but his shots aren't hitting at all.
He could win that. He could win that. Loki, he could win that. Oh my
All
god.
of a sudden, MIBR
Back in the lead, man. Back in the lead.
Time to jump.
Just trying to jiggle the corner. He just doesn't have an angle. Rolling Thunder coming into the site.
Okay, okay. Cortezia left the
Forced to
side.
Teleport away to safety.
Artazine has Rolling Thunder, man.
safe for now, at least.
Do they flood this? No, he's not in position to choose yet.
He's trying to
The
get
bouncer.
into this smoke.
Little 1-2 action. He's about to see Cortez here on his left. Aspas no.
Oh my god.
He circled back around through mid to Hep.
What are they doing? Okay, okay. Good trade by Liv.
It ends up being a trade at best.
Oh, look at Trent. No one is watching. No one is watching. Disrupting the...
Tear it all down. The flicking no-scope is there for Aspas. And now it's just
One
him.
enemy remaining.
The human tornado versus the professor. Time not on Aspas' side, but there's a moment, an opportunity to open this up.
Oh, he just thinks that he's wrapping around, but Jonah has been patient at Pillar the entire time.
Unmoving, stoic, and now he's heard it all.
This
Jonah knows exactly how to play for time right here. Here's another tap, still falls.
Well, what is this guy, bro? Look at the way this guy plays. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It doesn't look a human to me. Low-key, Aspas doesn't look a
Around
human.
take for G2.
All
The
about
way he's
smokes in that
moving
situation
shit,
to
bro.
clutch up
Like, what?
For Jonah.
It's insane, man.
back into the
It's
lead.
actually insane.
Oh, the third just close.
Bro, what was...
What the hell is this? He's just gliding
Man, I thought the
down.
round would be over there, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Close range.
I thought the round was over there.
Very,
Oh, look at Valley. Nice taps, man. Nice shots.
very tight.
That was sick.
And the movement, bro, is...
Yeah, I know. That's what I would have said if I wasn't being paid to not say that.
What did he say?
yeah.
You know,
Actually trying to push forward. There's that teleport that you mentioned. It's going back B. The dimensional drift is going to spot out Aspas, who now needs to get the hell out of dodge.
he's got the mobility to avoid any swift reprisals. Jawgemo just drives by.
Cortezia's also ultimate is to TP backside on A side.
G2 are committed though. This is not a fake. They've got
Oh my
it
God.
here at this rate.
He gets two!
What?
Cortezia with 2.
How did he get 2?
Stunning little brace, but there's more.
He was dead, bro. He gets 2 kills. Oh my god, but Valen. Omen round, bro.
That's it, really. It's just Artazine.
Oh my god, dude, that was crazy. Actually crazy.
No HP able to survive.
Hero plays for both sides, man.
IGL has hit some
You gotta see the POV from Valorant there too. At the Z1v3. Valing, the captain, my friends. That's how you lead that thing, bro. Oh my god.
The money for MIBR is looking
This was
a little dodgy.
big round, man. Pivotal round because money on G2 wasn't that great. Two players would be broke if they lose.
Valorant gets that initial kill. How on earth did Cortezia find two?
I would like to
know.
I would saw that from the game. Nice, man. Nice.
Lovely off angle. 18 and 13 for Valen. Top in the server. Another game here where MIBR have Aspas.
Okay. Aspas with
He's
blades.
definitely performing. But there's a lot on his hands right now.
Interestingly enough, in the playoffs, it's like the least impact Aspas has had is when he's got the AWP. When he has the blade storm, he seems to find it every time.
Speak of the devil.
But I feel like, man, it's really hard to play with the up in this meta, bro. It's too much utility to clear you, to find defo on where you're playing. It's hard, man. It's hard.
Half armor for a lot of them.
My issue with Aspas right now is that he's not playing Euro, man. Euro is a very strong agent.
I'm going to play it safe.
Look at the space that Leaf has gone. He has walked all the way through site.
What? How is there, bro? I didn't even see that.
He drew it up, but the Viper's been deployed to make the retake that much more awkward. That cover screen.
Your lift has so much impact, bro.
It's everywhere.
Going to Masters again as one of the best Sentinel players in the world, bro. Top 3.
And now Trent positioned
Actually,
alone, playing passive,
top 1? Possibly, no?
Doesn't need to make any move just yet.
I think it's top 1, yeah. Maybe Leaf is the best Sentinel going to Masters, bro.
Problem to try and solve here.
Do you guys disagree? Because Teacher's not going?
Aspas might have saved them. It's just Trent.
Mirror.
I
don't know. You guys gotta have to watch live. I might inspire.
So consistent.
Sorry.
Reliable player here for G2 is playing it safe, as only he knows how. Salvo comes in, Cortezia falls, and this complicates it for us.
Does he have a smoke?
It
No.
does get to half, but it's going to take more than that. And Trent, gotta find the timing. The spray is...
There was a smoke there? Who did that? Clove!
Cortezia, he leaves a smoke in his wake.
What?
And Aspas uses it to convert.
Bro, what was that smoke,
For
man?
him to be able to fully defuse that second half as well.
One thing that Aspas in my eyes, this was
phenomenal 2K.
good for him because of that smoke, but he has been clutching more, man.
Was just torched.
That's crazy, bro.
An insta one.
That's actually crazy.
We know that one could have gone either way.
Stunning from Aspas.
There's infinite possibilities branching out from that moment.
Bro, that smoke was insane.
One round game. Both teams now kind of on the edge. This is G2 with a pseudo force.
I'm again for Triad. Man, what a beautiful series.
There is iconic. Artson, Split, the Judge. That's an iconic trio. Oh my god, Jaws just plucked Verno.
But
out
Verno,
of
I ain't like
this.
that, bro.
Just open up this side of the map.
Not good, bro. Not good.
Safe, he just goes up a level.
Artson, you're in trouble, buddy. He's
Did they
trying
spot
to
the
figure out
Judge?
Where to go with the Judge?
Oh my
Look at him,
god.
Very exposed.
He's
Okay, get inside that smoke, bro. Get inside that smoke. You had the opportunity there, bro.
To shoot in the direction of rafters. It's a mismatch and he knows it.
This is a save from MIBR,
A
man.
full strength.
They gotta save. They gotta save.
And a pivotal round in the game.
And it's wraps for this one. MIBR
Yeah.
are going to have to
Mappy point for G2.
Okay. The irony of this could be pretty delicious.
What?
Jawgemo says, do not dare impersonate me.
Armageddon. 30 seconds.
Oh my god, that Armageddon is connecting onto everyone. Well, it's forced them into the corners.
Oh, imagine if there's missiles there, bro.
Extremely dangerous.
It does throw things a little haywire for G2.
And Aspas had to push all the way onto A, but he decided to go
They didn't
back.
know where to rotate. They were scared about someone being up in
Oh my god.
On site.
Imagine if he was on garbage right now.
No current mid info to work
He
with.
overthink it. He overthink it.
From heaven.
And they lost the round, bro.
This round, but where the action
They
is.
lost the map, and this could be 3-1, man, because the ascent from MIBR is actually dog shit.
Split hangs in the balance. Verno's going to be forced off by the
Unless they change a lot and it became good Sundelay, but I don't think so, bro. I want to see Waylay there. That's what I want to see. The hands of Jawgemo.
Now we're in for a penny, in for a pound, but Aspas is out of the game.
Maybe even Aspas. GG!
A pivotal map win in the mid-series. A hard-fought split finally breaks their way.
They steal away MIBR's pick, and now back-to-back have dealt with some of the top America's teams on this very map.
Guys, I'll be eating, so you'll turn my webcam off for a moment, okay?
And
When I finish, I turn on again. I'll be speaking less, so.
Aspas meet drone. G2 though very heavily concentrated on the outside of the map.
Wide swing from Shenham, and he's punished for it.
Looking for that info again. It's like Haven all over again. Door comes down. That is going to cut Artazine out of the action. And you better believe Jaw's already got into a commanding position. Pounced here by Hell. Now reposition over towards Jen.
Couple connections from that 0 point, but Jonas still just has that full kit array. Initial pop flash thrown into heaven. Causes a bit of further delay. Valen ready to send out the paranoia. Even more delay.
Device util at door. Already delaying on top of that. Artazine can't move through that. Arcrow's triggered yet again. Artazine low, has to peek out. Needs to try and extract something out of the round. And Aspas is set up on heaven. Verno's gotten deep over towards Jen now. Jaw has a lot to look at. Goes down but gets some good damage. Time is a big problem. And of course, ever reliable Trent delivers a death blow. Verno's got nowhere to be.
And he's not going to give them another orb. Just jump peeks onto that angle. Goes Aspas. Swing!
Meu Deus, Aspas!
That's about as good as it gets. Then Aspas
Means, oh my god.
again, just doesn't look back at explosions, apparently. Off to a different part of the map, this time resurfacing in mid. That was carnage.
I am stunned at that. We'll need a replay on that in 0.25x speed, please. Is on the angle with the dash. Could have gotten more, but Verno just picks it up from Switch.
That's an important round. A clean gun round for MIBR. As Aspas kills 2 birds with 1 stone early.
I saw their undoing before my eyes. I was having a vision of the future where Aspas is swinging out into 5 players, dies, and then they get bonus rounded and they get flattened on this map.
They were lined up.
Instead, that happened. And Leaf, I think, got the shot off with the Outlaw, but it didn't connect.
Spike down.
Oh my word, man.
In the words of Esports Doug, the moon was in, or Mercury was in Gatorade, and the planets aligned. Jaw. And up on that short, you're going to be looking for Cortezia. Arcrow's out there. Suppression on Cortezia. This allows Jaw and Co to get in. Now, MIBR's 2 anchors have to go ham. Not a bad start. And here's Valen digging them out of position.
Just overwhelmed by the numbers of G2.
A little bit of a nervous moment there. Convergent pass coming into play. And here comes Jaw. Moving fast as heck, but Verno's able to stop him in his track. Shenham, though, stunned up in that corner. Oh!
Spike down.
For 4!
Oh my.
Exactly what you needed, but guess who?
Leaf!
Grim Reaper! Aspas down and Leaf finds yet another one. Round is still live for G2, but Leaf somehow has to go absolutely bonkers.
Can you imagine?
Had a chance with Shenham.
Okay, Leaf. On 3. Trying to show
Bro,
up
not gonna lie, I think he's gonna win this.
Time started to become a concern. 33 seconds to play with. And these MIBR players are hoping to play together, but Leaf might have a timing to slip past. Artazine checks this for info. Little shoulder out now from behind. Leaf knows he's going to get pushed.
Oh my god.
To B. And the pure stopping power of Verno on A allows MIBR to scrape another one.
I want to see what happened in main there after those convergent paths were used. Jaw was able to get in, but no one else could. I suppose there was that special delivery there.
That was insane.
The precision with the Vandal, lethal from Verno.
I mean, this is kind of the issue with Waylay. It was discussed on the desk, right? She can't always fight for herself straight away after getting in. Needs pretty tight spacing from the rest of the team.
And also, there's no cloud burst for that Waylay to
Exactly.
dash into.
It's way harder.
She is out in the open right there. All right, Aspas is pushed up really far and suppressed. Oh my god, this is so dangerous. If he gets one and gets away.
They have to know. The 0 point tagging a Jet on Catwalk. G2 definitely going to play carefully around that. Steel Garden used over a beat. Is an Armageddon coming in, and there's Aspas. An unlikely scenario to extract the kill, but that's what he does! And somehow
W Gaming!
Defender spawn.
who could be? Valen with a stinger. Gets his.
Oh my
Another
god.
one. He actually upgraded to the rifle all of a sudden. G2, they thrust down the middle of MIBR setup, and now Aspas. This position's no longer relevant. It's no longer terrifying. Shenham has to fight for himself, and Jaw goes by the wayside.
This has turned into a mental situation. Leaf has worked his way into market. Shenum, far more HP, but if he doesn't clear the corner, it's going to be a free kill for
Bro, he
Leaf. But he's
cleared
ready
that?
for it. Headshot.
Legend.
Matches him 2 versus 1. Valen backside. Both players from MIBR running down lane.
Cerebral cortex swollen like a beach ball. Valen's got to figure this out, but Shenum just deals with him handily, in fact. And now the defenders start to build up a bank, start to string these rounds together.
Impressive work from Shenum. Aspas with the operator there, not to be denied. That initial shot onto Trent was fantastic. And then Jonah just focused on pressure that was coming from the spawn. Surely he won't be jumping down and flanking me with the op, but he does just that.
Like you note, they spot him out really early with that 0 point. But I guess they just assumed that he's holding a passive line and they've already
Yeah,
started.
they just assume, yeah, that he's like back in tree basically. That he didn't. He actually pushed in front of the thorns on the ground, but they assumed he would just be behind them. It's certainly more likely he would have been. But
Assume he makes an ass pass out of you and me, apparently. Come on, bro. I get 1.
I chuckled. I chuckled.
Draw here pretty deep towards that CT side. Now that Util getting concentrated towards Boathouse. Shaw steps up, knocked down straight away. It's the stinger buy for G2. Quintessential. At this point, MIBR are conditioned to it.
No real opportunity to get a shot off with the op.
Spike down.
Cloudburst
B.
to safety, wants to get back on the angle. Cortezi on the swing, but it doesn't
What
matter.
the fuck's going on?
5 health, yeah, not much to work with. Valen, a little stranded without an upgraded weapon either. What is the plan?
I have the spike.
Spike recovered, 55 on the clock. And he's headed in a direction with no weapons to recover. Do tell, Valen, what the game plan is here. We're circling back through mid.
Just wants to go through Cat.
All right.
This spike down over on A.
There's a caution ping there over towards grass.
Could try to
30
get
seconds
himself into a closer
Spike.
position.
Shenum is flush with Util here, Wyatt.
Where does he want to go? Play hell, force them to swing onto him in close range, but also you're in a lot of scenarios here going to be going up against a Tejo that's going to opt to use the missiles in hell.
And Valen doesn't even have the ability to TP out of it. Paranoia for Jin. That's cleared. Can I use air quotes?
Verno, evidently.
Yep. Valen waiting, biding his time. Sting. Oh, they line up! Are you kidding me?
That's insane. That's actually insane.
Jojo out there punches his ticket to another winning round. A winning round that should not have been.
What a disastrous retake in that 2 versus 1. Positioning completely scrambled. I mean, he gets there in the first place because Leaf goes crazy with the classic over on the B side.
Jake! What is that?
I knew it! You like that play, Cortez?
No, I don't think so. To put in context, that was off the back of what Leaf did early in the round. The classic. Doesn't make any sense.
Feels like absolutely none of that should have happened. Not one bit. MIBR still have enough money to buy up here, but their economy is fully on the line. Aspas with that operator. Gazing down mid.
Little flash here for a bit of info. Jordan, yep, we're getting out of there. Quick
But
refract.
It drew the crosshair away from Shenum, and now Verno can't even trade because he's obscured by the smoke.
And where's the stall, Util? That's the controller down so early in the piece. Now, yeah, A is open. Come right on in, they say. Cortezi's able to find Trent towards the middle part of the map so that, you know, post-plant Util drastically limited.
Leaf is ready for this. If Cortezia can win this fight, there's a chance at this retake. It's really the only opportunity.
Good steps. Still guarded. Leaf says,
It's forced into the sight line.
Aspas gets there. That is wild. Just a pixel of him, I'd suggest. Valen again in hell. Surely not twice.
Round 2.
Not again. Jonah moves out. Razorvine deployed. He's on the edge of it. Here comes Verno now, hunting. Blood in the water. He can taste it. And there it is. Valen dealt with. Jonah P on the site, riddled with holes.
They need that round, man.
This time Verno's able to clean up. Man, this Ascent game is back and forth stuff.
Cortezia came up huge, finding that initial kill on Trent. But then from there, So heads up for him to just take that jiggle peek onto Leaf. This was a cool way for G2 to get in. Shenum just forced to look to the left. And then Aspas in this moment, because of the Steel Garden, Leaf had to force the issue and run a Cortesia, so he exposes himself to the sightline. That was a really
I actually
cool
think
play.
Leaf was trying to counter Steel Garden. I think he was trying to use one of his own. From the animation, he didn't pull a weapon out. It's unclear. Either way, Aspas was waiting for him. He was cornered.
Double flash combo from G2 to get it to B main, a paranoia. And from the KO, Aspas just a bit short on that shot. Now Jaw to get away.
Defenders still in strong positions though. Jaw and a stinger. Stingers for everybody. Steel Garden now for Leaf. Held onto it the previous round. Artazine trying to back away. Caught up. Snarled in the liquid metal roots. And Jaw gets two. Pushing out towards CT, but wrong weapon in hand apparently.
That is haphazard to say the least. Throws his life away.
Oy.
Two players with stingers remaining for G2. Leaf is trying to close the distance, get on an angle that he can play nice and close. Both G2 players are just completely separated from each other right now. It looks like they want to try and get into a position where they can swing off of each other.
Aspas into main. This is awkward for Leaf. It's not a good spot. Look at him adjusting. He knows someone could backstab. He had the info. Just too many angles to account for.
Valorant's picked up a judge now.
Getting ahead of that Verno util. Paranoia doesn't seem to matter. Bam! He mows him down. Aspas though, low health. Valorant has got himself an upgrade. Looking for the clutch. It gets to half. Valorant biding his time, not respecting the fact that Aspas might be on that stick. It doesn't matter. Absurd. Valorant runs it back again. All faith put in him by G2 and he delivers.
The 1v2, if that wasn't enough for you, how about a little 1v3 as well? Just within a 3-round span, picks up the judge that was dropped, gets in the dark cover. That is so cheeky.
He times it out perfectly. Got a real gun advantage here. Artazine suppressed 4. Caught by that 0 point. They're still going for it. Armageddon could be a bit of a wrinkle in the plan, though. They'll move out of the way. Not quite in time. There was Verno with the util and the Blade Storm. I mean, what is this disrespect to MIBR? They've done nothing to deserve it. And this one blows up in G2's face.
I love the confidence from MIBR to just let all of these ults loose. They know Jonah's caught left. They know he's low HP. It's just a matter of cleaning this up. It feels like it's a matter of time until something connects onto him, and Cortesia on the flank makes light work.
Insane rounds, man. What a sequence. I didn't even have to edit, actually.
Finds the opening towards B.
Every round was legendary. Fast plays on the beginning.
Good money being thrown
Beautiful
out
stuff.
by both sides. The Benjamins lit on fire. Scattered to the winds.
Sorry I had to leave to 8, my friends, but timing today is short. Tomorrow I have to wake up at 4 AM to do the Pacific game, so I don't wanna eat too late, man. I need to get some sleep after this game.
Should be able to collect that kill. Does. Arts and Coppa the convergent pass.
3v3.
All gonna try to capitalize on this push forward.
The hint is pretty brutal.
No, they just can't. They were kept at bay by that molly.
All right, so that sheer wall was just triggered, so they know Aspas is amongst it.
What a game, man. What a game.
Around, but still have to fight this retake. Saturate for Jaw, headed over towards that speedway, but he does get pinged out by a 0 point. They know he's here. Okay, or do they? Flash Armageddon comes through.
Man, Shennon, sorry, is insane, bro. This kid is so talented.
They try and go in. He does dash over towards Market. Enough time to get the gun up. It is a stinger, though.
Man, maybe I need one more, bro.
Staying committed to that logs position.
Oh, that's a mid push.
He finds an opening. That's the off removed.
Sheer wall got triggered, but it's going to be TP.
Doesn't look like they're gonna get it. Left Verno goes crazy. Yeah.
Last layer of defense cleared from that site. Bizarre rounds.
Bizarre rounds.
Hard to call, but bloody.
But man,
exciting.
what are the chances of MIBR on Fracture? I don't even play them, bro.
We'll have a low octane death away.
I know the Aspas hate Fracture.
Yes.
Big beast to my friends. That's it for you. 15 kills for Verno, 14 for Leif.
There's definitely
Artazine, quiet game. Same for Trent, man. Only 2 kills for these guys. But beautiful, beautiful Valorant being played, man. And Valley, what a captain, my friends. What an IGL this guy is. Tons of respect, man. Vamos.
MIBR.
Fucking caralho. No?
This one is very straightforward.
Was this what he was saying with casting on the string? I forgot that.
Let's hold.
Got those thorns.
Let's fucking vamos. Let's fucking vamos. That was it. That was it.
Early from G2. Aspas is weak. Dash across from Jaw.
Unharmed so far. Jaw. Aspas very low though. Just a paltry 10 health to his name. But MIBR being very careful about this. Not committing on the retake, but Artazine steps out.
Calm down, Jawgemo. They have family, bro.
Underneath, they check hell. Aspas is there, still gets a kill with 10 HP as only he can. But now Verno and Cortesi have to spam on.
Bro.
Oh, he's caught with
I was
his hand.
And pressure there.
Ducking, dipping, diving, dodging. And trying to finish the job.
Big pistol, man. Big pistol.
Unlike G2, MIBR, not a fan of the second round force after getting the spike down.
Get to the side though, Valen there to meet them. Spectre rings out. Leaf gets a hand on it as well. 3 quick ones. Then Cortesi is reeling.
One more
Look
left?
on.
Of course. Always good for one more.
Leaf just leaps
4
2
kills.
very fast
1 away
rounds
from
of
his
Valorant.
ult already, bro.
1 orb away from
That's
getting that
crazy, man.
target
Crazy.
already, and that could have some massive value
True,
on
true.
a bonus round.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a believer in on MIBR comeback here, bro. I'm not gonna try to hype it up.
You could just run it
Something
into
that I
the
don't see
because
happening.
that is a
I'm literally
good
trick
position to be
shotting
in.
on them. Good.
Brazilian Slayer.
Gets himself the Vandal. Here's Trent lining it up now. This is going to slow things up a little bit. And still Jonah is claimed. That's another kill through mid. Jonah hung around,
30
insisted
seconds left.
on fighting for more.
Oh, and they're going back
That's
A.
going to make the A push for MIBR quite viable. They got across mid, but Valen isn't attending it.
Time is dwindling a bit, but it doesn't look like G2 should be in position to stop this plant unless they really heavily accelerate. Trent doesn't even have missiles right now. Valen trying to
They
hold
know.
him down.
He knows there was on the right,
Just
I
can't
think.
do it. Walks into the stun.
Oh, there it is. Trent caught. Valen trades it. Now there's
Oh my
rifles
God,
to
look
get
at Valen, bro.
Have a window to pick it up. Numbers even. Valen
How to
gets
kept
the
that
pull
weapon? It's working.
Jaw,
I think there was a Venom there for him too.
the ability to get in. We just need the backup. This could be hard-hitting, fast play from G2.
Okay, he got it.
They're geared for it.
Valen upgrades again.
In we go! Jawgemo says Geronimo, and it's Valen to trade off him. Shenham low, Valen with 3.
Bro,
And a miracle clutch.
God.
Couldn't be replicated at the
this
third time.
kid is
Shenham
special, bro. Shannon, you are special, my friend.
So finally, someone figured out.
And
how to
Valen's
stop
on
Valen
fire,
in
bro.
close
Oh
situation.
my God, I think he was jumping there at the end.
Eventually.
That's why he lost.
Again, just running rings around.
Good timing, bro. Good timing.
It's insane.
He got the kill. He caught the rotation. He clutch for his team. Kid is so good, man.
38
To the rest of his team's 14. Yeah.
Absurd.
Okay, they're still in the game.
Oh, that's the double up here. It's
okay.
going to be tough to break for MIBR. Jonah can stall now. Sends a 0 point, gets more info. Aspas says, we kind of got to go through here. We've got no choice but to brute force the issue.
Oh, just jingle peeking at B main, catches the lurk. Cortesi as well.
Aspas
30 seconds left.
Unchained?
Man, this is gonna break their economy.
Earthly
Holy.
brought down.
9, possibly 10 to 7 here.
Still relevant.
It's still relevant. 4 MIBR players, and they're going towards him.
Yep. They're like light armor locked. Okay, still Garden to start things with. Gets MIBR in. Aspas with an uncontested rifle. He's on that B side. G2 playing off it for the most part though, so no early casualties for the defenders. And the Razor Vine snarl Verno up. He opts to stand in place.
There's that null command paranoia now coming through. Cortesi is trying to fight close, but he's blinded up.
Got one that's going to have to be enough. Genom recovers and brings Jawgemo down. Low though, he is. Stunned up. Pinged out.
MIBR, gotta win this round if you wanna win the game, bro.
No choice but to face
No
the
other
music.
option. Losing here
Now
is
being
GG.
game. Null command was active, and here comes that Armageddon straight down.
Careful.
Speedway.
Be careful,
Verno
Governor.
knows it's coming. Puts it to good use now. Artazine has to take this one. Verno finds Valen with some util. And it's a
Oh.
KO battle. Trent v Valen! And it's old reliable again. Clocks a crucial round. Gets G2.
Yo, Verno, you trolled that.
G2 take
Low key, Verno trolled that.
Clutch. All of those
Timing was low.
situations
No need
and
to pick like
their
that,
way
bro.
this
No
map.
need for
Whether
that.
it be Valen,
GG, my
Trent,
friends.
just
GG,
doesn't
G2,
matter.
better
I
thing.
love
Winning
Verno
here.
was playing
I think
that.
they would want Fracture anyway.
After the Armageddon, then getting the salve.
Mundi, how do you know if the MIBR don't play the map?
Remaining players for MIBR
Based on that.
together.
But yeah,
the number 6
you never know.
in his hands, because that is his kill total right now.
What are you doing, Verno? No?
Just barely survives the cross. He has been fantastic with this ultimate. He's gotten so many crucial kills.
Here's that attack side null command. It looks like Leaf might have been affected, so that shield wall, yep, it's been nullified for now. One hurdle, literally. Jumped by MIBR. They're in the site, but Artesian is down. He didn't have a good weapon for it. He was looking for something. Aspas goes low.
That was scary. Engagement against Valorant. Can he
And
actually
something
win
on
this
Jet
title?
today
No.
was legendary, by the way.
4-on-3 advantage retake for G2 to get to match point.
So much pinned on this for MIBR. They don't have the money to run this kind of round back anymore. And there's an Armageddon for Trent. Potentially clear the bleachers off the side. It's going to force MIBR in the speedway direction. Cut down their options to fall back. Verno's able to avoid damage that comes in, but here comes a speedway push. Verno stopping power. It's going to be Trent again. Are you kidding? Back-to-back brilliance from Trent.
Maybe the best player in the world right now, bro. Maybe the best player in the world right now.
They won't ease up. This G2 team.
And I've been saying,
slowing
man,
down. They
he
are
has
way
not
too clutch.
yet reached his
MIBR just so
prime,
much
bro.
right, and it
I know,
just
in a bad day, I'm saying he's a top 5 player in the world. Okay, in a bad day, in a good day, maybe the best player in the world.
Get them into that 4-on-3
But I don't think
situation, and it looked like
he can be better, bro. I feel that. He can be even better. And that is scary, bro. That is scary.
would have been enough.
That's very scary, bro.
Crucial one.
12 to 7. It might be, I told you, man. For them to win the series, they should have one split.
Stage finals.
They've got another buy.
Man, it was an epic series, man. It was an epic series. Slot was close too.
They've got to do it without the final boss himself.
But despite the hype on MIBR, they're gonna finish 3rd place. Same as they did last split with Nozor, okay?
There's another one grow back.
This time, they qualify because it's 3 slots.
Trying to find out.
But it's the same result.
Shannon handles Valen. Jonah falls quickly, traded out. Now numbers even. G2 with a respectful distance
Free
to the site. They're playing off.
NZR.
There is a sheer wall
No?
in B main by the looks of things, and if this isn't read into,
Planted.
Trent will be on the wrong side of it for a time. And
Snappy from Jaw. So fast. Has the convergent paths now. Let those loose on the site so the players from B main can get out, and that should seal it up. That should get G2 into another grand finals.
Bro, you'll be a legendary. Oh, wait.
Artesian
Not over yet.
tracks. Jaw has to go for it now. Dash forward, 2 dashes, and it's not.
Luck for MIBR wasn't quite on the clutch.
Lucky IGL Artesian.
Get to 9, but G2, they are the...
Imagine if MIBR come back here and shut me up.
And it's a huge lead for defenders to have on Ascent. Just make
I would like that.
Cortesia, oh, that's ugly. That's a rifle, just hand it over.
No charges left.
How do MIBR respond? They just try to get...
Better than being right.
That's what G2 wants.
It's being
them
wrong,
to do.
my
Take it into their
friends.
hands. This is where the vice is set up.
Leaves waiting on the other side of the door to greet the
Doesn't make sense, does it?
Switch cheese, let us
In this case it does. In this case it does, but not gonna happen.
It's up to Verno, and now the Steel Garden will take away his only advantage into the round.
And these rounds, bro. It's always these rounds.
Recovered 3 whole rifles. He called it by it.
But I'm happy with MIBR here, man. I think they are showing improvements.
Singer buys.
Like I said, G2 today, with less pressure, they would play their best Valorant. They did great. This is an amazing thing.
Up the hill.
One of the top contenders to win Masters. Sentinels is looking incredible too, finding their peak performance. MIBR has a lot of room to grow. They are playing good. And America, will be well represented, man. GG, well played, both teams. Thanks for that, my friends. It was legendary.
They're headed off to the finals to try.
My friends, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, activate notifications. This helps a lot with comments, also helps. Share the video with your friends. I see you tomorrow. Love ya.
Their 3rd opportunity at another trophy.
T1 versus Paperwax elimination game, my friends. Get ready, this one will be legendary, dude.
Up at north side.
Fracture picked by PRX.
Izu over the ward
AKA
dish, and they want to go for the fight. Look at
Gaming.
this one, everyone's trying to do it. The salvos, though, they have punished on towards at least one player until Forsaken trades right back, but low HP, and Izu happily collects.
This might count on.
3. Meanwhile,
Hope so.
Forsaken, full HP, but they got to go back and get the spike, and now they're smoked off. How do you even get through this one?
Go, go, go.
Maybe you start off by going back into spawn. Ooh.
I mean, maybe you click the... Can we start again?
What an amazing day, my friends. Wish you all the best, okay? Love you.
Damage done. Sorry,
It
mate.
is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. And right now it's looking like T1.
Forsaken on Neon, Ting on Raze, double duelist. Ay, W Gaming.
Low. But it is the double duelists, and there's 0 pieces of utility that they're going to be able to run in with.
Unless Jing finds 2 miraculous kills or maybe a bit of mobility for Forsaken. But right now that It's a quick tell.
Oh my god, I was going to get an ace already, bro. We saw Kayak, man, from the Fnatic getting an ace on the pistol round with 5 seconds in the round, man.
You gotta watch out for the shots through
That was
the smoke.
epic. Epic.
That flushes him outside where it's a quick and clean kill from Meteor.
Yeah, if Easy didn't go and try to hunt down Forsaken for the last one, he would have been finding himself an ace, but I think he's...
Great start for Easy, man. I felt like he was underperforming a little bit in their last games. So good to see him with a great start.
Some really sensational damage.
Not good for PepeRex, though.
Delivered by the salvos and all the utility towards Dish, and then, yeah, it's just kind of, you know, Easy getting their kill and then playing together as a unit. It's going to be pretty hard for them to get on in. They've got no real drone ability, but they're going to go.
Yeah, in with the fast lane as well.
Okay, for a second, that's pretty good.
Buzz, though, also denied. And down to the trades, Izu not able to find too much reprieve for the rest
And
of
we
the
got
T1, so
something.
just down to the final 2, but...
Brainstorm. Poor guy.
Incendiary for Silver.
Someone
Flash for Meteor.
gotta pay the bill, bro.
God, it is a 2 versus 3.
This map is
And also the door being propped open.
Okay.
Decent trades. Down to just Sylvan, who has already sent over the Incendiary, so PaperX kind of has an inkling. Petman kind of swiveling around, does get found out, and it's down to the final kill, and Jing biffs.
how he wins the 1v2 with the Spectre, bro.
But couldn't get the
You guys got the crossfire set there.
Sylvan
What was that?
The bonus round goes the way of T1, and I'm thinking to myself,
I lost my mind against the FM. I won't do it again. I won't do it again, PaperX.
Start line at that point, and then you explode.
I want to have kids. I want to have a long life.
You've just had that Red Bull can cracked in your face.
I don't want to lose my hair too.
Through
So early.
the likes of Sylvan. I mean, W Gaming, they got into the site. They were running around with their heads.
Why are you picking, Petman? What are you doing? Hold it together with your teammate, bro.
Team like T1, they can still know how to play this map, right? They can still fashion a good victory, but...
Oh my god, oh my god. Haha, that's PaperX, bro.
Full scrap, PaperX comes out on top of the brawl.
Lose the easy ones, win the hardest one.
You've got to get the plant down, you've got to contend with the fact that T1 are here relatively early.
That said, Jing does have an ult.
Just like my operator.
Around drop, a good launch pad, if anything. T1 right now, both of them as a duo, marching forward inside of A main. A lot of noise being made known. Off towards Sands as well.
Oh,
Never mind. Never mind, yeah.
Once again, looking for the needle, and he finds it, thread it through.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Illegal. For those that don't know, Quack is a PRX fan.
Well, that aside, you know.
We are all PaperX fans, bro. It's not a surprise. We all love PaperX. That's why we get mad with this thing.
It's a scenario where everybody has won the duels over at the Dish for the PaperX squad, and in the 3 versus 1, you've got Meteor that's just getting Patman, finding an individual little lean out from Devi, and then individually winning the spray.
But I guess I did his friend dirty there, no?
It looked atrocious.
Working under the bus, bro.
2 rounds so far, we've seen
Making
the
accusations in
not really
chat.
too good.
Oh, it's no
once
coffee.
again right now, and hearing some
Man, I'm gonna get some coffee.
words drop. The smokes have been propped up, and it's Jing trying to launch things with the showstopper. Doesn't really find too much, but just lets it rip straight in towards Spawn. Now hiding inside the smoke, and he gives Stax a little bit of a kiss until Izu, though, swings back out for the trade. Meteor now trying to play inside the smokes, and he will spot out Devi, where Jing is the only one left. The spike down on the ground. Izu spots out the final player. T1, 5 rounds in a row.
Seems like all the
fans out there. Nope.
all the words to come through.
Bro.
Wow.
I love that, bro. I love the reaction.
Not
feel
happy.
good. That's not gonna have to be thought of.
Mind the Freak right now is like one of us, my friends, suffering
Great.
alongside
Oh,
Alex
he
there.
jumps up and sends in the relay at the right
His
time.
brothers
Does
doing
it to
crimes
Forsaken,
and can't do
straight
anything
into
about
its
it.
Tower. Now Sylvan holding the off angle.
And that
This was a 5v4, man, with Buzz low
Completely
HP.
stopped in their
Yeah,
tracks.
that's on the back of the Rolling Thunder as well. Now, Stax is in the right location that might not even be expected here with sub 30 seconds
No
to go.
chance.
Nah, they're not even thinking about it. There's 1 and 2. This round is done. Now, Patman, it's damage control. What are you going to be able to find? And Quack, it's absolutely nothing.
7-0, bro. 7-0.
Definitely say that this is not looking great. Meanwhile, for T1,
Fabulous.
Man,
They're not
once
really
again, needing to
We are
out
triple light
too much
in Valorant. I feel like
Same
we are
defensive setups.
I mean the casters, and actually we're not. We are very toxic coming, to be honest.
Decent shots now coming through though.
Very toxic. We should be better.
But they're in the site now, Quack, and that's something that
The casters are nice.
really been able to do successfully so far, right? Get a little bit of time on the back of getting the plant down, which actually has been staved off for
I just say this is just not great. It's like, oh my god, bro.
to be respected.
It's criminal, bro. It's criminal. The way they're throwing the rounds is criminal, actually. Let's be real here.
Izu in position. Buzz making a bit of noise.
They're playing against the best team in the world, man. Against T1. Current champions of Masters.
Certainly keeping that.
Cannot do this kind of mistakes, man.
Patman though with the off angle right now.
And this is after another timeout.
Just a
Hold on, Alex, okay?
To utility while the rest of the team tries to find as much
Okay,
as possible.
the strat was that. Go kill, Patman. Go kill. Start killing people.
Quad.
Okay.
YouTube, this is not serious. This is a video game, okay? Don't
Overwhelming the beast.
destroy my reach, man. They are destroying my reach in the videos. Not getting recommended.
Mind you, the reason that I said donut earlier is because I did see the kill department of something, and it's still the circular number, unfortunately. But this time, Patman getting a.
That's nice, Patman. Yo, it's the 7-1. I didn't even realize that, bro. Yeah, bro. Every day. Jesus Christ, dude.
So T1 have another.
I was not ready for that.
A good half here.
Caught me by surprise.
Buzz in position out by tree.
And also you got Izu.
Mistakes rolling thunder. Notes for Paper X.
Turret, which
Actually, we got with some Paper X too. Two things were rolling thunder.
oh, it got broken.
Shown that minute 20 mark as well.
Oh, Izu, what you got for us here?
Armageddon in towards stuns where he might
Okay.
just be able to find it, but no. Paper X, they've got the angles locked down this time, and Forsaken slithers forward to silence Meteor once again.
You can't drop this one though as Paper X. 4 versus 2, no ultimates in sight for T1. Though you're giving Jules to Sylvan, not like this. A trade, and Buzz now for the 1 versus 2 with an operator.
He's making a lot of noise, so Paper X knows exactly where he is, now holding the off angle into the site. You have the spike in view. Surely you're able to find it.
That was nice.
There it is.
And my friends, the winner here will play against the winner between Talon and Nongxing. Videos already on the channel. Check that out. It was
firing through.
insane.
Sylvan in great position to find a little bit more. He kind of almost gets propped up by it, but still, Paper X finding a couple more trades down to Buzz.
10 seconds, Spike.
Trading right
Almost
back.
irretrievable.
I don't see how Devi is able to make this sprint. He tries though, but the angle's still in
Salvos.
position. Salvos soon enough. And Buzz sliding in. Devi caught unaware or caught in the animation itself.
Yeah, there was just no way that
Buzz.
he's going to be able to get out.
So good, my friend. So good.
There's been a lot of retakes, but T1 have just had the right pieces to go back in towards the retake.
Oh, and look at this now. Buzz feeling confident to go in for the overdrive play. Perfectly set up by the team. Look at the flashes! He's online for the ace! Where is Forsaken?
I'm dying.
He's all
Paper
the
X
way
is dying
across the
too.
map by north side. Don't let him.
Oh my God.
Very least, maybe. Forsaken though does.
The water, man.
For it,
The
Buzz.
wrong hole.
Low HP, but he still
Oh my
tracks
god.
on! Mid-slide! Denied Forsaken!
Buzz has
Legend. Buzz is a legend. What about this blue jersey?
by T1. He's come out with the goods and the.
I was never imagining seeing T1 in blue.
Supported by the
was like
breach utility,
the Brazilian
the great flag
national
point,
team. They want to put it
individual brilliance.
a red jersey too, man.
As well. I mean, 32 HP and he catches Forsaken.
There's a war in Brazil right now because of this shit.
Pistol round though. Let's see if Paper X is going to be able.
Man, this is Paper X map pick, bro. But it was like
going to run away with this map.
they throw too many rounds, man. They throw too many rounds. The game is closer than Scar is saying. That's for sure.
And
But
also for the rest of Paper X to continue pushing out of a main, but what is this? Checking the corners.
oh my god, look at me there, bro.
With a double kill.
One-man
Forsaken
army.
to trade. And if you can hear my voice, it doesn't feel good.
Job might have been done just there by Meteor to find the double, give an advantage to
Yeah,
T1.
only Paper X
Still
can
do have the
lose
spike
rounds
in
like this.
possession, so they're going to push that towards the A site. They can plant to their heart's content.
Do you expect Buzz though? Off with the angles, and he finds the
He wants
first.
more? Okay,
Jumps,
stuns.
relay
He
bolts,
goes, bro. He
slides
goes.
for the second kill, looking
The
for the
confidence,
third,
the
but shut down
disrespect,
so
bro.
far by Petman.
And now they're not going to overheat. T1 in a 1 versus 3. I mean, Izu, I'm looking
It's
at your
crazy,
position,
like,
mate. You're just watching
bro,
the
it's
road, you're
team
playing
one.
salvos here.
And I believe Paper X could win this, man.
Sylvan's just gonna
Because of Paper X.
the duel. So pistol round now.
But
towards
doesn't look like
T1.
they will, bro.
Yeah, he's trying to stay online, but he's not frosty enough. Petman, though, good for the trade. Now flashes out looking for another, but a little bit too greedy. 4v3.
Angel's still available for Jing here.
Yeah, he's got a good chance to really chuck it in at the right spot, isn't he? But
where?
You got Meteor coming up from the back as well. Yeah, not truly certain. The smokes will dissipate, and now
Okay.
to hold this down, a full firefight until Meteor ascends from the back. Forsaken, though,
Meteor has
launches
ult.
himself back in, off towards
Planted for him.
one where he knows where Meteor is. Doesn't really have much to work off of. Just
Didn't even want to ult, bro. Like,
where Meteor will silence
GG, Masterclass 14-1. Criminal performance from Paper X.
at the end of Paper X's map pick.
Yeah, I did not think that was going to be the result scoreline here for the first one of this elimination game, but